Wilmington, North Carolina is not the problem. The problem I see with buyers is they decide on Wilmington before they've actually figured out the lifestyle that they're looking to live. And that's where people get themselves twisted, because Wilmington is the search term. It is not always the right buying decision for some people. So before you lock onto the city name, ask yourself 4 real questions. First, do you actually want Wilmington, or do you want to just be near everything? So a lot of buyers that I talk to say Wilmington because it's the name that they know. It's what they've heard, what they've searched, what keeps popping up online, and it's a great spot. So they treat it like the automatic answer. But once you strip the noise away, a lot of them are really looking for, things like easier parking, some more space, less chaos, less turnover, and a home base that feels a little calmer. And that is not always a Wilmington answer. Second, how much activity do you really need? And this matters more than people admit. Some people want the energy, they want the restaurants, they want easy errands, they want quick access, more going on in Wilmington. Wilmington can make a lot of sense for that buyer, but a lot of people don't actually want to live in the middle of the action. They just want the option of it. And that's a huge difference. If you need the energy, Wilmington deserves a real look. If you mostly want peace with access, slow down before you crown Wilmington as the winner. Third question, what kind of week are you building? Not vacation, not Saturday, your actual week. And what does a random Tuesday look like? Are you in and out all day long, still commuting, need quick errands, want everything close, or maybe you want to feel plugged into the middle of everything going on? But here's the thing, you got to make your home feel like the place you come back to, not the place that drains you. And that answer changes the whole home search. I've seen plenty of buyers start with Wilmington, then get honest about what they want their week to feel like. And suddenly the map starts shifting. The fourth question is, are you choosing a city or are you choosing a reset? And that's the real one. Some people are just changing locations. Some people, they want to change up their lifestyle. And if this move is really about changing your pace, your stress level, your routine, or even how your day-to-day feels, then you better be honest about whether Wilmington supports that version of your move or whether another area fits it better. And just so we're clear, this is not anti-Wilmington. I love Wilmington. It's not even a little bit anti. Wilmington works very well for the right buyer. It gives people a lot, but people get burned when they treat it like the answer before they've defined the question. And that's the mistake. They search Wilmington because it's familiar. They tour Wilmington because it feels safe. They start looking at houses. And then later they realize they were, just solving the wrong problem the whole time. So before you lock it in, ask yourself, do I want Wilmington or just access to Wilmington? How much activity do I really need? What do I want my actual week to feel like? Am I making a location change or am I making a life change? And if you answer those honestly, you may still land in Wilmington, and that's totally fine. But if you skip those questions, there's a good chance you'll spend a lot of time chasing a city name instead of building the life you actually moved here for. And that's a huge difference. And that's why serious buyers stop shopping like tourists and start thinking like grown-ups. And if that's how you want to approach this move, then stay with me. I got a lot of more videos on my channel with the answers to the questions that you have. And I made the same exact move here, so I understand that it's more than just finding a pretty house, because that's super easy to do. And you probably don't even need me for that. But I could help guide you in this direction that you're looking to go. Make sure that your next chapter in life is one of the best chapters of your life. If you have questions, my information's in the video description. Give me a call at any time. We'll do a relocation planning call. We'll get down to, the nitty-gritty and see what your situation is really like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.